Hello friends, welcome to my channel DataMaking. In this channel, I generally create technology videos on big data and data science and programming language like Python and SQL. Please subscribe to my channel to get more technology videos. Okay, so in the data engineer preparation program video series, so we saw the three different phases of MapReduce job execution life cycle. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain you the example program. Okay, so MapReduce program to process new stock exchange data. Okay, so we want to find out the example which we were going through in the understanding of three phases of MapReduce job life cycle. We are going to use the same data set. Basically, it's a New York Stock Exchange daily trading data. Okay, right? So we are going to find out the maximum closing price for the individual symbol. Okay, individual company. Okay, let us go through it. Okay, so this is the let me minimize my recording window. Okay, this is my three different program we written for MapReduce job. Okay, if you take a MapReduce job, you need at least three class or three programs to execute your MapReduce program to implement MapReduce execution model. Okay, so what are the three programs? One is called a driver program. We call it as driver program. So I kept the name as what is the driver program means. Basically, that will have a job initialization and the configuration of your jobs. So basically, where the input is coming from, where the output is going, and what are the different input. What is the file format you are going to process, and what is your mapper class, what is your reducer class, and how many number of reducer you are going to use. Those are all the information related to job configuration. And job initialization will be written in driver program. Okay, so next we will have a mapper program where what is the operation you are going to do in the mapper program, and third one is the reducer program where once you get the output of the mapper, you do the aggregation here and write the output in HDFS. So these are the three different programs. So we will go through each program step by step, okay, and learn how it works. So in this video, I'm going to explain purely about the driver program. Okay, so what this MapReduce job does is, so it takes the input split, okay, and it creates a job, okay, for this input data, and it actually submits the job to the cluster. That's what it is doing in the driver program. Okay, so what is block 1, block 1, block 3? So because my input is of 328 MB. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I kept my input in the HDFS directory data / input. Okay, in this I copied my input data, which is NYSE underscore data.csv. This is a New York Stock Exchange trading data, right? For I think some 2 or 3 years data with a specific subset of data. Okay, it's not an entire data set. So it is around 328 MB of data. So when you place it in HDFS, okay, your based on the block size 128, the data will be split into 3 blocks. First 2 blocks is 128, third will be around 72 or something. Okay, so if you look at here, once you click on the file, you will see block 0 and block 1 and block 2. Okay, there are 3 blocks. So block 1 is 128 MB. If you calculate this into, this is bytes, so you can calculate the MB, it will get 128. Second block also, it is 128 MB. If you look at the third block, it is around 72 or 74 MB. Okay, so this is the file we are going to process. So each so we will have 3 blocks we have, and we will be having 3 input split. MapReduce term input split is the basically given to the input to the mapper program. Okay, so now I will go through the code in the Eclipse. Okay, so these are the 3 programs, right? So first in this video we'll just go through this driver program. Okay, so in the driver program, this is the Java program. Okay, for non-Java program, please understand the building blocks or the overall how the MapReduce program structure is there. You just understand that then it will be easy. Then you need to actually go, if you want to create a MapReduce job in Python, you can do it, but you need to understand how this programming model works in terms of this programming, so that you can actually implement the same thing in Python. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, so in the driver program, generally it's a will have a main method. Okay, the main method. Okay, so I create a class. So class is nothing but representing your real world objects. Okay, so it's a kind of template. From the class you will actually create a objects. Okay, so an object oriented programming, all these are class and objects, properties and methods. All this only you will work it. You will work it. Okay, so first time what I'm doing is I'm creating a package. Okay, called com.datamaking.mapreduce.demo. Okay, and I have some import statement with respect to the classes which I am using in this program. Okay, so I create a class called NYSE demo driver. Inside that I have main method. This takes the input arguments. Okay, so I'm going to pass. First I create a it does input arguments. First I create a configuration object, and then I get this input arguments. So I'm using a generic option parser, which will actually parse my input arguments and store it in the array of string. Okay, so this will have two values, because I'm going to pass input HDFS directory, which is nothing but this data slash input. Okay, and another property is data slash output, which there I'm going to write it. So these are the two input argument I'm getting. Then I'm actually creating an object for job and saying my job name is NYSE data processing. Okay, then I set the jar by class, which is nothing but our driver program. This is the starting point of this job. Okay, this MapReduce job. Then I have to set the mapper class. Okay, so my mapper class is NYSE demo mapper. I will explain you in the next video about this one. So then I set the reducer class as well. Okay, and then I am actually sending the what is the output actually, which is going to be reduce output. Okay, so reducer output. Okay, reducer output will be key, which is symbol, and maximum closing price, which is of float type. So I given float writable. I am actually currently giving a number of reducer as 1. Okay, the later actually we can actually, when you want to expose more thing, we can actually give more number of reducers. Okay, so when you say multiple more than one reducer, then your output of reducer will be written into 3 different reducers, 3 different files in HDFS. How the data will be going to 3 different reducers based on the partitioner you use. Can be a default partitioner, as hash partitioner, or you can implement your own partitioner. Okay, then you set the input path with the argument you got from the user, and also set the output path, and then wait for the run this job and wait for completion. Okay, so this is what this driver programs. Okay, once you run this, it is going to submit the job to the yarn manager in the Hadoop 2.2 version. In the resource manager. Okay, for running this job in the yarn environment or yarn framework. Okay, so with this, when you run this program, the job will be submitted to yarn resource manager. Then that will it will give the instructions to the scheduler to schedule the job. Then your mapper will be mapper process will be called for each input split. That we will actually discuss in the next video. Okay, so overall what we saw is we have for MapReduce job we will be having 3 different classes. One is for driver class, and where you configure your job information, and another mapper class where you actually take input split and do some operation and write it in the HDFS as not HDFS as the intermediate result in your disk. This will be, there will be a shuffle phase which will be taking place, and it will do the grouping of your grouping based on the key from the mapper output, and group the values. Okay, give it to the values with the list of key with associated with the list of values will be given to the reducer process, reducer process, the reduce function. Then it will actually write the do the aggregation. It will write to the HDFS. So this is the overall flow. Okay, so in the next video we will see how the mapper is working. Okay, and Finally, I will execute the program and I will show you the entire result. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel to get more technology videos. I have actually added many videos. You can actually go through these videos. I added MapReduce videos, Spark videos, and Python videos. Many videos I have posted. Please watch these videos and provide your feedback and support me. Please click on subscribe button to subscribe it, and click on bell button to get notification whenever I add new videos. Thank you so much, friends. See you in the next video.